This is a short video on lipids and their function in the body, the categories, and some different example sources. We'll also go over some just basic structural chemical components of lipids as well. Lipids are mainly an energy storage in the body. Sometimes when carbohydrates are not used or burned up for fuel, they can be converted to fats, and fats are stored energy in the body. Insulation and protection are other functions of lipids. If we'll look at the phospholipid bilayer of cell membranes are composed of protective and insulative structures. Cell membranes are very important, and the nature of the phospholipids allows transport to occur. Hormone precursors, lubrication, insulation, those are all definite functions of lipids. Some categories would be the triglycerides, again, those phospholipids, steroids, and waxes. If you look here, you have some example sources of lipids or fats. Butter and coconut oil, cream, margarine. There's a significant amount of lipids in beef, in other types of meat as well, but beef is generally higher in lipid content. Olive oil, canola oil, peanut oil. We have fats in fishes that are essential. Corn oil, soybean oil, cheese and peanut butter, also other good sources of lipids. And this is just, if you want to go and take notes on this, you can. This is pretty detailed, but it shows different structures that make up lipids. You can see glycerol. Glycerol is a component of lipids. The phospholipids with the hydrophilic head and the hydrophobic tail, okay? And steroids, and here you have a triglyceride. So they're different. Lipids are, again, a group of very diverse macromolecules. They're made up of fatty acids. They're insoluble in water, which means they don't mix. So fats, oils, hormones, and components of membranes. These are all different things that fall under the category of a lipid. They're a high energy source as well. Again, carbohydrates are the preferred source, but lipids also can provide a source of energy. Lipids are essential for fat-soluble vitamins, certain nutrients that enter our body. We need a certain level of fat content in order for our bodies to absorb those vitamins and use those. And again, lipids act as structural components, like components of cell membranes and other types of structures. There's also a factor of insulation. We need a certain amount of lipid content in our body to insulate from the cold, to insulate from extreme temperatures. So just some general facts about lipids. Here you have, again, the triglycerides are the stored energy. Your steroids, like cholesterol and hormones, those are structural, as well as just things that regulate certain things in the body. Phospholipids are the lipid bilayer of the cell membrane that, again, attract and repel water. And if you look at the chemical structure here, lipids are composed of carbohydrates, hydrogen, and oxygen. You typically will see these arranged in chains. Carbohydrates are typically arranged in those ring-like structures. but your lipids are arranged in long chains of carbon and hydrogen. There's another cholesterol structure, and the structure of a phospholipid. Again, lipids are composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. In some cases, phosphate, but most of the ones that we've been discussing are composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. It's another example of that interaction with cells, the phospholipid bilayer, and that quality that allows diffusion to happen.